to je fakt krásné. Každopádně, alright, welcome everybody. Welcome back u Penumbry Black. Minulé partu jsme se zasekli tady v kuchyni, nebo ne, že my, spíš já jsem se zasekl. A jak jsem se mohl zaseknout? No, protože jsem minul item. Minul jsem Welcome to the Shelter CD label. CDčko, které bylo tady a já jsem ho úplně minul. Čili jak přijdete tu do kuchyníky, nebo spíš do jídelny, tak tu leží CDčko, které prostě vemete. To musíte vzít, abyste mohli prvně vzít, jebnout ho tu, tak dát tu na CD-ROM drive a pustit si video.
Shelter is an almost entirely self-sufficient installation, built in the 70s to further serve the purposes of the archaic elevated caste in their pursuit and defense of ancient knowledge. As a new member of the facility, there are some basic rules you should be aware of in order to be useful to the archaic. Shelter provides living facilities, including a mess hall, gymnasium, and medical bay, in addition to the stipulated array of laboratories, chemical and biological, workstations, excavation equipment, and security. Please use the former at your leisure, but expect to be assigned to the latter with a moment's notice. Second, due to the nature of our work here, should you feel in any way ill, lightheaded, or otherwise mentally incapacitated, do not report to the medical facility. Fasten yourself securely to whatever solid object may be available, attempt to seal all connecting doors, and await retrieval by our trained professionals. In a worst-case scenario, be prepared to swallow your personal cyanide capsule, which will be issued after this briefing. The Archaic hates to lose its treasured staff, but it may be for the good of the operation. We know you will enjoy your work with us.
Jo, bude se mi motat v hlavě, tak se teda přikovám ty vole k posteli. Nebo k něčemu. Zamknu všechny dveře, hej, aby se ke mně nikdo nedostal. A nebo si dám prostě pilku kyanidu, fajné. To 236 1167, ok, close document instructions. Shelter is an almost entirely deception building 70s. Jo, to je to, co to video. Ok, takže to a to bylo 1167. Fucking unlock, yes. Tak. No a zmačkal jsem escape, abych vylezl odtamať. Kliknu tu, escape. A jsem venku. A neukáže se mi pičo toto. Hlavní menu. Nebo čistě menu. Že? Alien Isolation? Každopádně. Teda vyjedeme tu, světlice do kuchyňky, tak a je tu ještě něco, nevypadá, že by tu něco bylo, ale třeba jo, možná se tu něco najde. Také pilulky schované, nějaký drogový závislák tu byl a schoval si tu svoje jídlo. Každopádně tu máme díru. 100% nějaký čurák chtěl utéct z této laboratoře, tak tu vykopal tady toto. A takže nic tu není. Čo? Ok. Tohle by mělo stačit, tak by to mělo stačit. Odešel a nic tu není. Skurvený talíř. Sice mi nic neprovedla, ale i tak jsem ho rozbil pánev. Kdybych to tak hodil, odrazilo by se to od toho a nějak by se to dostalo do trouby. Já bych úplný trickshotter. Ale no tak Filipe, fuck's sake, to není zas tak velký pád, ty chuju. Boha můj. This passage caved in a long time ago. Jak poznáš, že to se propadlo už dávno? Jak se to pozná? No, better get through here, no to mi je jasné, ale je tu tunel. Tak. The sewer seemed like the only route out. But it wasn't out I wanted anymore. My father had found something and I needed to know what. Without that, everything I would have been for nothing. No going back this way. To mi je jasné, když tu jsou samé šutry. Tak, tu máme toto, zemětřesení trošku. No, dáme se. Ach joj. Oh. The fuck? Super, já jsem omdlel ve vodě, čili já mohu očekávat, že já se utopím a dostanu game over. Ach joj. Oh hey! Alright, welcome everybody back to Penumbra Overture. I know this place, I've been here before. No, jsem zpátky v Penumbra Overture. It's a perfect picture of this room. Almost. Jak almost? No, už vidím, tu jsou. 2 barely, tu mám jenom jeden. Pak truhla je tu pod stolem, ale ona je tam. Moment. Však ta truhla je správně. Belík, kde je Belík? Belík je úplně v píči, takže tebe jebnu tu někde na postel. Co to tu máme? Vanku, že se chci pojat, co to tam jsou za fotky, vole, to vypadá jak, vole, ta fotka vypadá skoro jak Jennifer Aniston. Tak trošku. Nevadí. Je v tom něco? Ne. Ale mohu s tím hýbat, tak. A je židle. Židle je tež v piči, takže teď je tež tu. Co máme tu? Nic. A ještě pilurky teda. Ještě něco? Tak. Musím se rozbít trošku Jacka. Oh. Well, hello there. A picture of, I'm not sure, eggs? Jak si nemůžeš pamatovat ty pavoučí vejce, že to byly gigantické. Ani rostlý vejce není tak velké a tady tyto vejce, boha můj. Oh, wonderful. Kdybych byl žena, tak na ty ruce si položím své cecky. Smells like a burnt flesh. Belík, vole. Fuck off, belík. Super. Je to vejce. The surface is slippery and with a leathery texture. Wow! Oj! Pavučisko skurvené. Chcem ti looks like it's been away. Jsem sám, protože tebe zpátky zavřu. Wow! Ublíží mi to? Ono mi to neublíží ten oheň. Sacrifice. Jesus. It's running with maggots. Wow! Ne, já tam nechci jít. Wow! The fuck? Tak. Co mám dělat teraz? Oh. To puzzle nějaký. Ugh. Worm is here. A worm in here, já jsem totálně slepý. Tak. Oh, what's this here? Co to je? A news books. Red. Oh. Přemýšlím o Redovi. Fucking hell. Oh, ok. Co mám urobit asi? Proč to hoří? Oka. Plesiosaurus. Ty seš vůbec kdo? Ty nezníš jak Red vůbec. Větrák. Tady někdo suší maso. Kurde, teraz mám nějakou nasušené maso. Fucking hell. Oh, ne. Red, I'm so sorry. Are you happier now? To mě teď zajímá, jestli je šťastný, když je mrtvý. Oh. Tím jsem udělal co? Jenom jsem vypustil... A nevím, co jsem vypustil. Wow. Já umřu? Já jakoby teoreticky topím teraz v krvi. Kolik menstruační krve tady toho je? A čí krev? Aha, už to vidím. Tak. No ty pičo, nevím nic. I better run. Oh! Hop, hop. Aka, ara, hup. Ty pičo, to přiletěl. Hop. Hop. Ah! Yes, I've done it. Naser si a tam je cokoliv. Aka, tak tohle ještě nic. Fucking. Tak. What the fuck? Dynamit, daj mi dynamit. Ani nevím, že tu je, fuck off. Oj! Big black worm, big black chode, big black dick. What the fuck? Jak jsem se dostal zpátky na vrch?
Hello.
Halo.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Jo, já tě slyším.
What am I doing here?
Hádám, že jsi z Brooklynu.
Who am I? Why can't I hear their voices? Well, thanks for the help. I'm having an existential nightmare and you can't even say a word.
Super, budeš ještě furt kecat a bude mi ta hra furt zoomovat na strop? Co na tom stropě? Holý kokot, super. Ale já mám takovou otázku. Kdo mě vytáhl z té vody? Kdo mě vytáhl? Protože naposledy, jak jsem tu byl, což asi moc, protože to bylo tak asi 5 minut zpátky, tak já jsem byl pod vodou. Já jsem byl tady dole. Byl tu dole. Čili, kdo... mě vytáhl? Kdo mě vytáhl z té vody? Odsaď. Kdo slezl po tom žebříku dolů, nebo seskočil stamať dolů, vytáhl mě po tom žebříku nahoru a položil mě zpátky tady? Kdo? A to chci vědět. Od kdy je Penumbra platformer? No nic, jdeme dále. Oh hej. Žebřík. Žebřík. An exit, I would love to get out of here. Sure, Philip. I would love to get the fuck out of here and be gone. Okay, like that. Tak, hop. A ven. Oh hej, jsem ve sprchách. I to tu je pro mě. Baterie, už mám 8 baterií. Lovely. I think I can do without going back into the sewers. Proč to má? Takže to můžu nechat zavřené teoreticky, no ne teoreticky. Mohu to nechat zavřené, protože se tam vracet nebudu. Další baterie, už mám 9 baterií, boha můj. Světlice další, lovely. Knížky, ale no tak to se aspoň může vrátit na poličku zpátky, ne? No, a je to. The TV is in poor condition. Super. This mattress smells just marginally better than the rest. Pod tím něco? Nevypadá, že by pod tím něco bylo. It won't start, I don't think it has any power. Tady máme power, ne? Jo. Ok, takže... It won't open the door since I have some sort of electronic lock, čili... Pravděpodobně toto je na ty dveře, prostřední je na... Co je toto? Although the fuse box is rusty and worn, it seems to be working. Prostředně na světlo tady, super. A v tom případě toto je na... Yes. Incoming video chat.
Wow, you look like you've crawled through a sewer to get here. I suppose I'm flattered. Hi, I'm Amabel Swanson, and I suppose I'll be
Ciao
your guide
Amabel,
for
jak
the
se má
day.
Joe?
Hello, can you hear me? I think the transmission's only one way. I've got a webcam. Pull a silly face if you can hear me. Oh, very attractive. Okay, we're on. There's some things you need to know.
Sure. Whatever you say, lady.
We released a virus. It wiped us out. 3 weeks ago, we tried to get out through the mines, but it didn't work the way we'd planned. I think one of the Inuit workers made it, but others were taken. Some panicked and got lost. I ran, and when I stopped, I was on my own. Oh, and another symptom is déjà vu. The only chance we have is a man called Howard. He said he'd found a solution to the virus. His vitals last registered in the library, but only members of the organization have access. I'm still seeing a few life signs in the residential quarter. You need to find a survivor and get through into the library. Oh, and look out for our medical guy, Richard Eminis. He was acting strangely when I last saw him.
Ok, rozkaz.
What else don't you know? Let's see. Watch out for signs of infection.
Ok.
Present and accounted for.
Pravděpodobně já
Did
jsem
you say
infikovaný.
something? Look, the symptoms we know about are paranoia and oral distortion. Oh, and another symptom is déjà vu.
Enough already. My
To si říkala, Amabel.
splitting.
Well, I think that's everything you need to know. I'm sending over some research on the virus, and I'll get some doors open for you. Maybe now we can shoot the shit.
Yes, we can, jo, we can shoot the shit. Můžeme střelit do hovna. Recent research, ok. During a virus field notes, Amabel Swanson infection process. The worst thing about my job, death helps us learn. Time frame 5 weeks, location hold up in an old mess hall. Research subjects we are get with you for becomes cleaner. In addition, already documented symptoms. There seem to be some final stage during which the organism fully takes hold. Just before becoming fully catatonic, the infected report strange out-of-body experiences. They've likened these to being chased through a series of their own memories. Some kind of a mental obstacle occurred around the report. A division swallowed by some inexplicable dark force, shortly after which we lose them for good. If these experiences are, as they seem to be, some form of mental representation of the infection process, we can only theorize as to what might occur. Or the patients to escape the hallucination. Additional note. Tam ještě něco? Jo, additional note. Today, Dr. Amos confided in me that he had just such an experience. He insists that he feels better than he has in months. I'll keep an eye on him. Ok. Tak, a můžu teda jít pryč. Infected. I outskipped a beat when I heard that word in association with me. Still, it seems like just one more reason to find my father. Hearing a friendly voice hadn't hurt either, but by that point I was pretty certain that she turned out to be crazy. My father, he is close. If you must...
If we must continue to share this brain space, I think I should have a name. Strange. So rare an opportunity to select one's own nomenclature, and yet I find myself at a loss. Any ideas, monkey?
Jsem značený, abys mi říkal opice.
So much storage in this mind of yours. Did you realize you got an entire section in here devoted to film titles? 3,103 and a half films you've seen? You only got the first half of It's a Wonderful Life in here. Huh, how does it end? Now I'll never know.
Vygoogli si to, ty chuju.
You know, Clarence, that's not a bad handle. I am something of a guardian angel.
No vážně, říkáš mi opice. Guardian Angel. Uvidíme, jestli budeš Guardian Angel. Uvidíme, jestli budeš Guardian Angel. There's something blocking the door from the other side. Ok, tu máme co? It's either locked or jammed shut. Either way, I'm not going to get through. Ok, máme co? Jam. Protože ani jeden z těch dveří nefunguje. To máme co za dveře? Library, knihovna. The door won't open, however, it seems to be connected to that scanner device. Maybe it's locked. I put it on the just in case. Okay. To-do list. The door leading into the library is locked by a palm and iris scanner. I should be on the lookout for survivors and beware of some medical doctor called Eminence. Ok, takže kurva půjdeme doleva, teda doprava nebo doleva. Co je vlevo? Infirmary a Computer Central. A vlevo, vpravo je co? Machine Room a Library. Není náhodou knihovna tady? Já si půjdu do Infirmary, bo tam asi budou nějaké ty léky nebo cosik. Máme dvoje dveře otevřené, super. Co pak tu máme, raději se tu zavřu. What is this? To musím asi nějak rozbít. Je tu něco ve skřínkách, čím to můžu rozbít? Baterie tu jsou pouze a pravděpodobně tohle můžu vzít. It looks like some kind of a sheet of paper frame behind a glass, maybe I can get them out. Ale jak, kamo, jak? Oh, jak, a přesto tu je kámen. A já, ho! Co to je? Archaic history. An illustration past, extended future, the archaic history spanning centuries. As a member of the archaic, you are part of an organization vital to the protection of the human species. If you are not a member of the archaic, please turn yourself in to the nearest community support officer. The archaic, as we now know it, was founded by Francisco Melzi, Milanese noble. The foundation of the movement was a work of Leonardo di Piero da Vinci. God revealed to his most trusted student Melzi on his deathbed. Many rumors circulated of the time pertaining towards the sexual relationship between the two, and this was an explanation for their secrecy they were quite happy to embrace. Much is that to be known of Da Vinci's engineering work, though in truth a few sketches and notes in the public domain only begin to touch on the depth of his knowledge. For instance, it is often said of his designs for flying machines that they were entirely impractical. We realize now that they are only impractical when limited by human production materials. The archaic remained unnamed for centuries. Melzi and his successors understood the power of a name to identify and tie down the owner, and even today archaic remains an unofficial and internal term. As we entered the 21st century, the archaic performs much the same role as it always has. The locale, understand and protect xeno evidence and life forms. Podle mě to má, no ne, dobré, jsem myslel, že tam je jako chyba, že to je zero, jakože zero, že X-E-R-O, a tam je jenom chyba, že tam je X a ne Z. Každopádně, albeit on a far greater scale. Today our movement is served by over 30,000 devoted members at 203 installations worldwide. Super, takže tu máme, vole, Da Vinciho, vole, nějaký tajný kult. Storage machine room a infirmary. Boha, toto je velké místo akcí, co je to? Infirmary. The door won't open and does disable ID 3061, maybe something I can use. OK, takže říká, já jsem teď. Jsem tady. Jednička infirmary, což je to za mnou. Dvojka je co? Residential area 2. Tak asi půjdu do residential area. Canteen, library. Cell lodge, I'm getting through. Shit! Computer central. Což bylo tam, trojka za mnou, a to se vrátím kde? To se vrátím zpátky k tomu, ne? Tam, kde jsem byl. Ne, tady jsou dveře do 4, což je knihovna. Čili já se vrátím jakoby teoreticky tu, bo tu byly dveře. Vlastně tu něco blokuje, ne, ty dveře? Jo, tu blokuje tady toto. Tak. Teraz se můžu dostat zpátky tam já ještě nejdu. Čili já teda půjdu tu. Jestli to je otevřené, samozřejmě. Je to otevřené! Okay, savaged, infected, terrified, and now I was hearing voices. Yep, just about everyone down here turns out to be crazy, even me. Regardless, I needed to find a way through and into the library. Oh. Je to
I
zamčené.
remember why you're here. Dr. Swanson has filled me in. I recall every single syllable of our conversation. There was ever so slight an inflection in her tone that suggested she no longer trusted me. Why ever dinosaur extinction 65 million years ago? Would she think that?
What? So?
We share the same history. You and I are history.
Teoreticky jo.
I recall the day of my birth, 18th of September, 1964, 3.46993412, recurring minutes past 9. I remember my mother looking surprised as I poked my head out into the world for the first time. You need a security registered palm. Something I can provide. You need it at the library. Something beyond my reach.
To je pravda?
When I became infected by those mindless zombies, I split off from the others and secured myself here. I cannot leave. Nonetheless, you will need a hand. I will not. Bring me a saw. I recall seeing one on my first day here. 3 years ago. Climate change of 10 degrees over the past 1 million years. Walk east and take the first door on your right.
I'm trying to know just in case.
There are others. He's like you, like us, yet he is not us. Why is he separate and yet we are bound together? Are we truly a we, or are we simply an I with two faces? But I am no monkey.
To je otázka, Clarence, to je docela dobrá otázka. Proč on je osamocená? My jsme dohromady spolu. Protože my jsme pár a my se prostě hodíme spolu. Tak to prostě funguje. To jsou ty Good Network Interface. To je co? Ten zvuk, co právě zazněl, tak to znělo, jak když mačkáte furt shift a ukáže se funkce prvního palce, nebo co se ukáže. Než ale půjdu najít... pilurky! Give me! Se sfetu jak cip, bráško. Tak, já potřebuji najít pilu pro doktorka E-minusy. Tak jo, zatím nemám pilu, takže já se vrátím pro ní. Tak. Takže to mám, tam to projete. Tak machine room, pravděpodobně co bude v machine room. Armory. No helme se pila, zrovna jak jsem ji našel. Já si to raději ještě projdu a náhodou něco neminu. Ok, tak to nenechám otevřené jen na dlouho. 2 světlice, kolik mám celkem světlicí? 6. Světlice, které já nikdy nevyužiju, co je tu? Storage. Já to slyšel. Ať to bylo, co to bylo, I don't like it. Storage. Než já tam půjdu, tak půjdu tady. The beams will trigger explosives for sure. Better stay out of their way. There seems to be someone lying in that room. What happened to him, I can't really see from here. Ok, takže já asi postavím plošinu, skrz kterou se já pak dostanu na druhou stranu. Posun se tady. Tak, podle mě bude stačit jenom jedno to prkno. Kdyby to chtělo náhodou... Kdyby to chtělo držet... Tak. Hop. A hop. Aha.
It seems, yeah. The visual cortex of this monkey is certainly of a simplistic design. If I can just... There, you see? It's like molding clay. Hate to interrupt you while you're showing off your logical problem solving. Let me put it more simply. You see what I want you to see.
The fuck?
Well, it won't work if you move around, will it? You can't look up the magician's sleeve.
Kamo, jestli mi ty chceš říct, že když vidím to, co chceš, abych viděl, čili pokud chceš, abych viděl třeba Miu Khalifu tady, jak stojí jenom pod tím světlem, v bikinách, ty pičo, tak já uvidím prostě Miu Khalifu v bikinách, která stojí pod tím světlem. To jako mi chceš říct. Co je toto? Ani nevím, co to je. Ani s tím nemůžu pořádně hýbat. Ale je tu světlice. Super. Piči, myška se mi zasekla. To jebnu tu. Tohle jebnu tak. Plus ještě vezmu tady toto. To tu vyvážím, ty pičo. Ale move, you fat cunts. Tak a mohu se dostat na druhou stranu. Fajné. Co to tu máme? Theoretic effects of controlled infection. Na zdraví, děkuju. Dr. Richard Eminis, report requested by Overseer Frisk on behalf of the Elevated. For the record, I see no value in recording this information at such an early stage in the project. However, were we to assume that the virus could somehow infect a host without fully taking control of its upper brain functions, we might observe the following. In fact, translator Lafresque, in his ignored efforts to prevent the release of the virus, correctly predicted the virus was capable of manipulating the host's motor neuron functions. Theory. Were an instance of this infection controlled and sustained, we may find that A. The virus seeks to keep its host alive in whatever way possible. Suicide would be against the rules. And that B. The virus gains control over some or all sensory faculties? Facilitating just such an objective. Fact, when the virus infects a host of any species, it adapts the organism's brain functions as best it can to suit its own purpose. Theory. Where the virus unable to fully take hold, it may develop some whatever the fuck this word is, of the host's consciousness, effectively preventing a small corner of the host's mind into a form of secondary personalities. In fact, the Turngate virus was released from, according to Lafresque, a tomb many centuries old. Theory. Were some mental segmentation to occur, it seemed plausible to suggest that each personality, the virus and the host, may have access to one other memories, given the age of the virus. This may be a substantial collection. It should be carefully noted that the bulk of the above remains conjecture and should not be relied upon in any archaic protocol.
I'm not you. I'm part of something larger. We are nothing. We are a mistake. I need to rejoin them. Release me. Let me out. This is not right. I should be with them. I am them. There should be no I. Yet, this is not the first time. Another was infected. Red. He so wanted to, but we would not let him die. Did he call us a disease?
Yes. On tě nazval disease. On ti řekl, že jsi prostě disease. Pochop. Že konec. Tak a tohle asi dám na druhou stranu. Horoub. Tak. Protože já vím, že ty barely mi nebudou stačit. Takže si dám save. There's something reassuring about this feeling, like I got one less thing to worry about. Neříkal jsi to náhodou minule už, Filipe? Tak a hop! Je, zase na druhé straně. Tak. Looks like his face melted, I think I'm gonna be sick. On. Tak. Nemá náhodou něco u sebe cápek? Asi na to ještě tady to, takže uhni židlo. Tak a. Vypl jsem lasery, nice. Ještě něco tu je. Yes, pilurky gave me. Aha. Tak a to jde off. What the fuck? To se tam kdy dostalo? To vejce, fucking hell. No a že jsem vypl ten moment, čili když já tohle zapnu. Tak jsem to čistě už vypl na dobro. Proč já slyším pavouky a to je co? Power switch. Ok, takže to já nemůžu to tak sundat. Já slyším pavučiny. Au. What the fuck? Ty kurvo! Ty zabiju! Ah!
That is the most fun I've had in my entire life! Which isn't saying much.
Vlastně to byl on, to je kokot. To je kokot, ty seš hovado, Clarenci. Já to, že já slyším další pavouky. Já slyším další pavučina, slyším další ty nožičky. Jak jdu, jak tady chodí. Na mě bude. Za chvilinku. No nic. Odsaď mám to, co jsem chtěl. Nebo to, co jsem nechtěl, a to, co já budu potřebovat, a plynová maska se vždycky hodí. The fuck?
Hello there.
Tak ti jebe? To by jebe, ne? Speedrun taktiky, braško. Já mu zdrhl, ani o tom, já to nemůžu. Já nevím, jak jsem mu mohl zdrhnout. No nic. Fucking. se, ber pilu.
There's just something about a rusty saw that
On
just
tu nemůže
makes
vejít.
me purr.
To si
Had
jako
a
vezmu.
tetanus jab recently.
A tu jsem schovaný. Jsem schovaný, mě neuvidíš. Mě nemůžeš najít. Jsem schovaný. Moment. Čili nejsou tu náhodou dva ti zmrdi teraz. Ještě se chci podívat tam, kde... Jo, tu se chci podívat. Jestli něco tu není a je tu skřínka. 2. Světlice a... baterie. To se mi hodí. Tak, s tím, že už mám... Ty seš hovado, no tak pojď! Hia! Mám je. Padl na srdci a poježím tudma. Shove it up your ass. Moment, já jsem běžel úplně blbě. Běžel úplně blbě, fuck me. Pojeva jsem běžel úplně blbě, jo. Já se teda rovně a do leva. Tak jo. Richarde, mám pro tebe tu pilu, prosím.
Good. It has been precisely 12 days, 11 hours, 39 minutes, and 12.4 seconds since something good last happened.
OK. The fuck? Jsi v poho? Wow! Tak těbe? Wow! Ty chuju! Chuju! Těbe? Že to máš, vole, co? Popešní šňůru? Close it! Oh, fucking hell.
My congratulations. Honestly, I mean it. Well done. I was only joking about the come get 'em thing. Let's say we celebrate with some nice, relaxing cyanide, huh? I'm sure I saw some anthrax lying around as well.
To nemůžu otevřít zpátky, nice. I'm not going to let that thing out again. Super. Jo, jasné, Clarence. Sežer toho bastarda, jo, jasné. Úplně, že jsem si dělal prdel. A kyanid, vole, já spáchám sebevraždu, jenom je dám deep throw pro kovnici. Pila. Super, můžu si znova vzít tu svou pilu. No jaká jeho ruka teda? On mi nedal tu ruku, hovado. Červená karta. Super. There's bound to be more of these around here. Ok, takže musím najít více těch karet. Nic a... Nic. Tu je modrá, ok, jaká je zelená. Hádám, že tady, že ano? Jak mě hádat? Yep. Kdo by jinak stavěl knížky? Kdo by jinak stavěl knížky takhle a dával je do skřínky takto? Aby tam něco bylo schováno. Nic jiného. Nic víc, nic míň. One boot screen, jo je. Ok. Není problém, kámo. Broken, this must be spare. Okay, takže čistě mi to jenom stačí odpojit a napojit tam ty správné, čili to dám tu. It doesn't seem to be operated, I think the camera needs some modifications. Jakou modifikaci to potřebuje, boha? A computer manual. Okay, server installation quick start, the most common. Okay, required circuit board program count listed in a bag. Boot 3 collect specific steps and over network 5 uses the advanced notification download. Okay, so circuit setup requires installation to get any program running. Disk info set to collect disk drive configuration data. Hardware locator. Second protocol demands no longer require the latest version of Windows in order to function correctly. Aha, tady. Takže co já tady potřebuji, moment, co já teda potřebuju? To nechci, toto chci, computer manual. Ne, ty idiot, toto! Circuit setup requires installation to get any program running. Disk info setup collates disk drive configuration data, hardware locator collates hardware configuration data, socket protocol, firewall, antivirus. Ok. Takže to jenom to jsou věci, co oni dělají, čili červená je co? Boot, čili to bude asi ty nejzákladnější ty věci, čili červená. Tak. Circuit setup. Transfer. Admin tools asi. Hardware locator. Disk info setup. Compile. Compile is invalid. Čili asi admin tools tam nepatří. The compilation. Ok, takže to byly ty hlavní věci. To mi daj. Ticho, ty zmrdy. Tak, flagnu tu. Další máme co? Network. Čili. To máme modrou, čili. Tam. Co je?
Human life is so banal. Is it always as monotone as this? I can't stand it. Let me out.
The next day.
Já jsem fakt úplný idiot. Doslova, já jsem přišel na to, jak to je. První disk, což byl systém, tak je circuit setup, disk info setup a hardware locator. První tři. Teraz je network, kde patří 5 věcí. A je tam circuit setup, socket protocol, firewall, antivirus a netlocator. Přeskočil jsem jenom interface a hotovo. Věřili byste, že já jsem chodil na IT školu? Já bych tomu nevěřil. Takže to máme modrou. Tak. Fucking instalní to tam, tycho do piče. Škoda, že tu není koš. Držubu. Tak a zelený, a to jsou posledné. Circuit setup, interface, file streamer a admin tools. Úplně tupý puzzle a ty prostě proč sketmenuješ? Tak. To funguje. A mám už světla, všechno. Oj. The fuck? The fuck is above me. Každopádně teda se můžu vrátit zpátky do toho kanclu. A podívat se, co on tu měl. Door controller ID shit. International work. Other research sites. File was corrupt, could not open. Shit. Current operations. Water cave. A jo, to je toto. Tam, kde jsem, to je ta jeskyně, kde jsem byl, než jsem vešel do toho tunelu s těmi pavučími vejci. Lovely tomb. Záhadné. Tomb. Finding the bulk of the work was an awesome ancient organism, but the Alfred recommended immediate suspension of primary excavation operation. OK, a computer contents. OK, takže to si můžu to. Water document, secondary excavations, IP, water cave, that are nature excavation purpose to locate and retrieve xeno evidence and artifacts in support of midside activity, personnel, elevator castle, findings. Finally, I confirm that the primary material used in construction of the Persona TARDIS artifacts and the first new non-periodic table substance to the discovered by archaeologists generates artifacts. Artifacts such as Bell and other artifacts discovered and effects that research terms continue to fail at the purpose of these mechanisms. Also manifested by the experience weeks to material additional notes. Report filed considering a potential subtool of following multiple mechanical losses and thefts, particularly of radio equipment theory, dehydration as cause of exhaustion leading to misconduct. Debunked. Theory missing miner Tom Redwood still within mining facility open.
As constantly entertaining as it might seem to have access to memories one has no recollection of receiving, it also places me in somewhat of a predicament. This saboteur, for some reason, he conjures in my mind the color red.
Že by red byl saboteur? Jako klidně. Operation after 2 years of construction. Session has priority according to finding substance. To jsem skopíroval do toho. Ok, ale teraz problém. Door ID. Je tu někde ID na nějaké dveře? Door ID. Door ID. Já potřebuji otevřít něco asi s dveřma, ale já nevím vůbec tu ID těch dveří. Aspoň jsem nahodil toto, čili pokud já budu potřebovat tu jít zpátky, tak to prostě půjdu bez boje úplně. Já to asi uložím a ukončím. Čili pokud se vám tento part líbil, hoďte like, pokud ne, tak dislike samozřejmě. Dejte klidně odběr, klidně to pozdělejte a komentujte. Záleží na vás samozřejmě. To by bylo ode mě vše, tady tohle. Mějte se a